Victor just proved himself to be, and he's young. So I want to take that into account. Yeah. But you could be young and be a bitch-ass nigga.
Yeah.
And he put on a master class in how to be a bitch-ass nigga, not by none of the actions in isolation. Because it's a lot of these sports commentators that's coddling him because of America, specifically white America's obsession with anything exotic. So y'all not gonna get on TV and say the truth. Y'all gonna get on TV and say, oh no, it's cool to walk off. No, I didn't want to walk off. You mad, you emotional, you're 22. Got that. But when you look at his behavior in totality, when you look at the Nas Reed elbow, and not the elbow, because you could do that.
I could live with elbows, yeah.
But the push after the elbow, as a nigga that been in fights, that push, watch it again. The elbow and the push was crazy. That game 5, whatever game it was, shit he pulled with Jalen, where he got his landing space. Mm-hmm. Cool, that happens. But when he did it, he looked down.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no remorse in it.
Almost as if to make sure he was in that landing space.
They're not going to do nothing.
And I know that to be true. And that's the other thing that pisses me off.
Me too.
See, you know that you got Adam Silver and the league and everybody on your side, and you now taking advantage of it. We rooted for that against SGA because he had his own flop narrative going on. So it's like, ooh, this is dope. But now the Knicks did something that Knicks fans never thought they would do. They became likable, almost like America's team. None of them, listen, go watch any of their post-championship interviews. They the most boring niggas in the world. They ain't saying nothing. They just up there being friends.
Yeah. That's what I like about it.
They just up there having fun with niggas they went to college with.
Right.
And there is really nothing not to like about them. So to see him put on that behavior, hey, and we know that that's what you did, you dirty European bitch ass nigga, because we saw what you said to Kelly Olynyk and Bismack Obayu in the series before. Hey, yo, fuck them niggas up. See, there comes a point when raw talent ain't enough. And you got to start kind of using your mind, and it becomes a thinking man's game. And Wemby, I thought, was so cerebral that I thought that's the part of the game that he was a fan of. But he gets Bush League fast, and he's not built for it.
That's the shit I don't like.
And he's not built for it.
That's the shit
I hate niggas. I hate niggas like you. The aura farming, all of the I'm in your head, and then lose the biggest lead anybody's ever had. Hey, you big bitch ass nigga. No, you're not. You're not in anybody's head. You shaped like a G-string. You fucking tampon torso shaped ass nigga. You shaped like a slinky.
Shaped like Gumby, nigga.
He's fucking crazy, yo. Some of the things that he did and said. You avoided media availability 40% of the time, 40% of the playoffs. You big bitch ass nigga. Oh, so you could talk when you're up.
Wemby may have made it to the finals, but I don't think we've ever seen an athlete lose so much fans so quick. Now, what we saw from Joe Budden, he's not the only person that feels this way. A lot of people feel this way about Wemby. The finals exposed who he really is. A few months ago, people were calling Wemby the future face of the NBA. Some people were even saying that he's already better than established superstars like LeBron, Giannis, Jokic. Other people were calling him the next GOAT. But now, after the finals, Joe Budden and a lot of people on social media are calling him out. Fans are clowning him online. Former supporters are questioning his maturity. And suddenly, one of the most loved young stars in basketball has become one of the most disliked players in the league. And how did we get here? It didn't happen because of Wemby losing in the finals. It all happened because of how he acted throughout the entire series. See, the finals, it exposed everything. The finals are different. You get away with certain things in November. You get away with certain things in January. But the finals, everybody's watching. All eyes are on you. From casual fans to former players. People don't even watch basketball. They watch the finals. Especially against the Knicks, which has been 53 years since they last been to the finals and they lost. This was their only hope. Every move gets replayed. Every facial expression becomes a meme. Every bad moment lives forever. Wemby had the entire basketball world paying attention to him. And instead of looking like the next king of the NBA, he looked frustrated, emotional, immature, a dirty player. And the internet never forgets. Those clips are going to be posted every single year. People can forget and forgive one incident, but multiple incidents? That's different. We saw Wemby shoving Jalen Brunson. We saw him hitting Nas Reed in the throat. We saw clips of him whispering to his teammates and putting out hits, telling them to hurt the opponents. We saw him missing key shots. Eventually, people started asking, why is this guy always angry? Why is he such a dirty player? Why does he look so miserable? Why is he doing all of this? Superstar players are not supposed to act like that. Fans, they don't mind the competitiveness, but nobody likes somebody who's always trying to play the victim and going out of his way to hurt people. And what we saw from Joe Budden, his rant, his frustration, a lot of fans were thinking the same thing. Wemby, his image took a massive hit. Before the finals, despite him hitting Nas Reed in the throat, people thought that he was a French, humble, mature future of the NBA, a guy who likes to go to bed at 9 p.m., who likes to read, who likes to draw, who stays out of trouble. But after the finals and after the entire NBA series, we see him as somebody who's a dirty player, who's emotional, who's a crybaby, who throws temper tantrums, who cannot handle losing. He comes across as petty. And perception matters, especially when people were calling you the next GOAT, the next face of the NBA. See, being the face of the league, it's not about talent. It's about how people feel about you. LeBron had pressure. Steph had pressure. Jordan had pressure. The difference is that they understood the cameras never stop rolling and every reaction matters. And it's not all Wemby's fault. The media is to be blamed too. And let's be honest, the media created this monster. They put unrealistic expectations on him. They were acting like he already surpassed legend. You had people saying that he's better than LeBron. He's the next GOAT. He's better than Giannis. He's better than Jokic. People were already crowning him before he even accomplished anything. Imagine being told every day that you're already the greatest. Imagine non-stop hearing that you're untouchable, that you're the GOAT, you're the man, you're the face of the league. Eventually, for a lot of people, your ego starts growing. Criticism, it starts bothering you. Eventually, adversity feels personal because you spent years, months hearing you're supposed to be the most dominant person. And that's why Wemby got in press conferences and saying that the Spurs were dominating the series even though they lost. How delusional. The media's honeymoon phase with Wemby was ridiculous. They built him up so high that there's no way he could have lived up to those expectations. But at the same time, Wemby, he has to take accountability. At the same time, we cannot blame everything on the media. Majority of it is his fault. He is responsible for his own action. Nobody forced him to shove people. Nobody forced him to hit Nas Reed in the throat. It wasn't an accident. He made eye contact. He looked at his throat and then threw the elbow. Nobody forced him to lose his cool. Nobody forced him to look frustrated. Superstars, they get criticized. It comes with territory. All of them do. From Jokic, Giannis, LeBron, Steph, and the list goes on. The difference is knowing and learning how to handle it. Part of becoming great, part of becoming a GOAT is emotional maturity. And right now, he's showing that he lacks it. And I'm sure his PR team is in panic mode. You know his PR team's working overtime because this is bad. People had Wemby with one of the cleanest images in the league. The fans were loving him. The media loved him. But now, everything about him is negative. From the angry moments, to the shoving, to missing the post-game interviews. The narrative behind Wemby quickly changed. He spent months, years building up this image and reputation. But this finals series, it completely shattered everything. And it's all his fault. Honestly, it would have been better if Wemby never made it to the finals. I know it sounds crazy, but making it to the finals, it hurt his image more than it helped it. Because If he had lost in the second round or he had lost in the conference finals, people would forget, they would move on. And honestly, the Spurs, nobody had them making it to the finals this year. People thought they were still years away. They exceeded expectations. And the finals, nobody forgets it. This is going to be talked about, especially this game being one of the most watched NBA finals in history since Michael Jordan days. And against the Knicks, the biggest media market, the entire sports world watching, instead of elevating his reputation, he damaged it. People remember moments more than the stats. Nobody's going to remember every rebound, but they will remember the shoving, the frustration, the body language, the memes. So next season will definitely define Wemby's legacy. The good news, he's still young. He can fix it. Fans love redemption stories, but next year will be huge because every game will now come with baggage. Every hard foul will get criticized. Every emotional reaction will get clipped and reposted, and people are going to say, see, I told you so. He's a crybaby. See, I told you so. He's a dirty player. See, I told you so. He throws temper tantrums. The internet has receipts and they never forget. See, everybody wants to be the face of the NBA until they realize what comes with it. And that's one of the reasons why Anthony Edwards always said that he doesn't want to be the face of the NBA. Being the face of the league means that you're going to have cameras on you 24/7. You don't get the luxury of having bad moments that go unnoticed. LeBron could not even scratch his head without people making it a story. LeBron said that he doesn't like traveling to Memphis because, the hotels are not the best. It became a major story. Even the mayor of Memphis reached out to him about that. LeBron recently just said that if he were single, he would not want a stay-at-home woman. He would want a girl that has a career. People made a big deal about it. People were making it seem like he's attacking and making it seem like he said that stay-at-home moms are lazy, which he did not say at all. Anything he does and say gets criticized. It's like walking with a magnifying glass. Every move, every chew, every look, every action, every opinion gets criticized. But this is what comes with greatness, criticism. But Wemby, he looks bothered by everything. You cannot be the future face of the league if every little thing gets under your skin. You throw temper tantrums, you want to make dirty plays. And this is why people need to stop crowning players too early. Sports fans, they do it every single year. They see somebody with talent and immediately they start saying, this is the next Jordan. This is the next LeBron. He's already better than this guy. Can we let the players actually accomplish something first? People were acting like Wemby had already won multiple championships, that he had already won the finals MVP, that he had already won the MVP. So now every mistake feels bigger. When you're called the next GOAT, people expect perfection. The second you're human, the backlash is 10 times worse. And let's be real, his entire aura is gone right now. People used to say like Wemby was a basketball alien. Everything seemed cool about him. He was French. He was different. He looked like he was very competitive. His highlights would go viral. People thought that he could do no wrong. But now, he is a meme. He is a joke. He has people questioning his mentality, his toughness. Why is he afraid of going near the rim? Why was he outplayed by Karl Anthony Towns, who was getting clowned all year for being soft? His aura disappeared overnight. Once fans start seeing you differently, it's hard to get that image back. And this is another reason why LeBron's longevity is so impressive. It makes you appreciate LeBron even more when you think about the amount of pressure that LeBron had since he was like 18 years old. He was considered the chosen one when he came into the league. Expected to face and save the franchise. Expected to become the next Jordan. Millions of people were rooting against him. Yet he handled that pressure very well over 20 years. That's not normal. Wemby is finding out that expectations mentally can be harder than playing basketball physically. Next year is going to be a tough year for Wemby. The fans are going to troll him. They're going to chant against him. Everything that he does is going to get magnified. Every low foul, every play that looks off, that looks dirty, is going to be a topic. Because once the fans think you're arrogant, immature, a dirty player, they quickly turn on you and they enjoy to see you struggle. Wemby is entering his villain territory, but can he really handle it? See, the problem with being a villain, you have to be willing to own it. If fans hate you and you look bothered by it, they're going to keep on going after you. But if you embrace it and dominate, that's when you become dangerous. And we have not seen Wemby dominate yet. And the league, they're still going to get better. There's a draft that's going to happen in the next couple of days. They're looking for weaknesses. The players are going to try to get under his skin because they see that he's emotional. He's willing to throw temper tantrums and do dirty plays, get kicked out of games, and he looks mentally rattled. See, adversity, it reveals who you really are. Anybody can smile when they're winning. Anybody can be humbled when everything is going their way. But adversity, it tells you who you really are. When things got difficult, we saw that Wemby's body language changed. His emotions took over. He became a dirty player. He looked frustrated. He looked scared. This may be one of the best things to happen to him because adversity, it's either going to break you or build you up. Next season, we're going to see who he really is. See, this isn't about us saying that Wemby can't become great. He can. This isn't about the fact that they lost in the final. But this has shown us that how quickly public opinion can change overnight. 1 minute, you're the next NBA's golden child. The next minute, you're getting called out by Joe Budden and becoming one of the most criticized and the most hated players in the league. The league gave Wemby unlimited love. He got away with a lot of things. Now he's getting his first taste of criticism and being one of the most hated players in the league. Every superstar has to eventually answer one question. What happens when everybody stops treating you like the chosen one? And next year, we're going to see how Wemby answers it. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. And with that being said, I am out.